Alright guys, so it's been a while since I've done a rant video, right? And I was on my way to visit someone just a minute ago, and I came across this public housing. And I mean, I instantly got angry, and instantly a rant video was born. Now, this is a gated community over here, right? It looks great, doesn't it? Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. And the gate appears to be broken. So we can actually go in here, and we're going to. All right? Cottage Park. Look at this, guys. Look at these beautiful homes. Beautiful homes. Now, granted, they are duplexes. All right? But, I mean, let's take a look at this. Aren't these nice houses? Now, don't get me wrong, they're not, by any stretch of the imagination, like, you know, upper class or anything. But I'd be willing to bet that if you took a guess as to what class of people lived in these houses, you would probably think middle class, right? Other than, there are a few cars that are showing their age and everything, but let me tell you something, guys, and this aggravates me to no end. This beautiful housing addition, gated community, houses with garages, brick houses with garages. This is public housing, ladies and gentlemen. Public housing. This is, now look, I've said a million times before, because I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea about me. I understand people need help. I've been in the position where I've needed help too. I got public housing back in the day when I was 18 or so years old, with a baby and a wife. I was on public housing. I was on food stamps. Right? I've been there. I understand. Sometimes people need help, and that's fine. I've got no issue with that. But let me tell you where I lived when I had to get public housing. I lived in the middle of the ghetto. I'm talking living rough in a tiny apartment, and it wasn't even really an apartment. I don't know what you would call it. One bedroom. They were all stacked right next to each other, you know? It was a dangerous area. It was dangerous. That was public housing for me. Now, they got public housing out here where you get to live in a gated community with a garage. Come on, man. You've got to be kidding me. I feel like, especially with the state of Oklahoma's deficit at the moment, you know, maybe the tax dollars could be better used for things other than public housing. And as most of you know, I know a lot of people that are on government assistance. A lot of people. And these people sell their food stamps. They buy drugs. They do drugs. They drink. They got money for all the unnecessary stuff. And several of them actually drive really nice cars. And the reason why is because they don't have any bills to pay. They can just live off of the system. The system provides their food, their heat, their housing. It leaves them wide open to do whatever they want to do. And this is why a lot of people have kids. They have kids so that they can abuse the system. And I'm sorry, but you've got no business living in a house nicer than mine. And you don't even pay rent. I pay rent. I pay taxes. I pay a lot of taxes. The system is broken. And not just the social services system. I mean everything. Every aspect of what we call the proverbial system is broken. It doesn't work. The legal system doesn't work. Social services doesn't work. And then we wonder why we live in a world that we live in today. When everything around you is broken, how in the hell can you expect people to be normal, to be okay? You can't. It's not possible. We got to fix this. But you know what? Every time I talk to people, and I'm not going to call out any names, but people that are in a position of authority, and I try to talk about things like this, you know what I get told? Every single time I get told it's above my pay grade. Not mine, it's above their. It's above their pay grade. It's beyond their control. Well, let me tell you something, guys. God damn it, somebody's in control. Somebody is allowing things to be the way they are. Who is that somebody? Who is it? Is it the police? The correctional officers? The social service workers? Who is it that's causing the world to be the way... No, not the world, I'm sorry. Who's causing our country to be the way it is today? It's us. It's us. It's the damn people. And the people are too naive to realize it. We have the power to change this, but nobody will do it. You know why? Because everybody thinks, oh, I'm nobody. I'm too small. Nobody will listen to me. We can't get anything accomplished. Well, as long as you think along those lines, nothing will ever be fixed. Nothing will ever get accomplished until people start realizing that the power is in our hands and it is our responsibility to ourselves, to our children, to our country, to our future to make a change today. You can't keep passing the buck on to future generations. This is not okay, because our future generations are growing up to be, some of them, crazy, with delusions of grandeur, with these unrealistic ideas that the world owes them something. Nobody owes you anything. You want something, go work for it. Earn it. That's what you're supposed to do. Not sit on your ass, collect a check, and let the government take care of you. Where does the money from the government come from? The government gets the money to pay for all this shit from us. This is not okay. Something's got to give. But you know what? I've said it 100,000 times. Nobody listens. Nobody wants to do anything because it requires getting off America's fat, lazy asses and actually trying to do something. It requires effort. It requires work. It requires getting off the couch and getting in your car and actually going somewhere. And unfortunately, that's just too much for the American population today. So I'm sorry to say, I feel like America's future is fucked. Welcome to the new generation. Stay safe out there.